So in this module, we will be talking about security technologies. Number one, we do have the encryption and cryptography you can see on the screen. And the second one, antivirus and anti-malware. And the last will be discussing about access control and authentication in this module. So let's talk about the encryption and cryptography. What is the difference? What exactly it is? So let me take you a very good example, and it's a very good figure by which you can understand what is exactly the encryption and cryptography. So encryption is nothing but you can say to encrypt the data, we use encryption. Now this code will be the secret one, right? And cryptography is nothing but it is actually the whole process by which we are generating the secure mechanism or secure process, you can say directly, right? For example, let's talk about here is a plain text. It means let's say ABCD, the data which you can read, directly read, right? And here is the some encryption algorithm that might be some of the symmetric key encryption with the help of symmetric key encryption, or might be some asymmetric key encryption. Uh, now what is that symmetric key and asymmetric key encryption? You can see symmetric key encryption shares both the same key, means private and public key both are same. Whereas in the asymmetric key, it is based on public and private key encryption technique. It uses two different key to encrypt and decrypt. For example, here you have encrypted, here you are decrypted, both keys are different. So public and private keys both are different in asymmetric key. So this is what the encryption types you can say generally. But what actually here happening, so this plain text is changing into some ciphertext which is in an unreadable form, you can say, right? So to decrypt that data, to read that particular data, you need to decrypt that particular ciphertext in order to obtain as a plain text in which you can read. So for that you have to use that again the private key to decrypt it. So those who have this particular key, they can only decrypt it. If you do not have that particular key, you can't decrypt that data. So this is a very secure way to just you can say to transfer the data, to send the data. This is what exactly the cryptography and encryption. Now see here are the some of the reviews point or revision point. So encryption is like a secret code for digital information, as we were talking. It transforms data into unreadable text, ciphertext using algorithm. So if you can see in the last figure, here is the plain text and it has been changed into the ciphertext, correct? Now let's move it. Only those with the correct key can decrypt and read the data. This is what I told you in the last slide. Cryptography is the science of secure communication. So this whole communication, if you will see, this whole communication is known as the cryptography. It ensures data privacy even if intercepted by unauthorized parties, right? So it is not going to, breach when anybody is going to intercept it. So only the person who have the key, they can only decrypt it. Common encryption method includes AES and RSA. RSA is one of the well-known algorithm. You might be have heard about that. SSL and TLS are used to secure online transaction communication. That's a very simple concept. You already know. Public key cryptography uses pairs of public and private keys. And for both we have talked about public and private keys. Encryption is crucial for protecting sensitive information in digital communication. We have talked about the encryption, and at the last, it's a fundamental element of cybersecurity, securing data both in transit and at rest. I hope this will be a very simple way I tried that what exactly the encryption and what exactly the cryptography is.